Oscar Wilde was born in Dublin on October 16, 1854. He attended Trinity College in Dublin, and after his graduation he became popular thanks to his intelligence. In 1873, he won a school scholarship, managing to attend classics at Oxford. That was the place where he met two of the greatest intellectuals of that period of time, Pater and Ruskin, who improved his taste in art. In 1884, Wilde married Constance Lloyd, and they had two children. It is thought that their marriage was just one of convenience, since Wilde was homosexual. The writer was very uncomfortable about his condition due to the context of that time, the context of the Victorian epoch, a complex and contradictory era when England was passing through a period of stability, economic prosperity, but also it was facing the emerging of important social issues. When Wilde's first homosexual relationship came out, he divorced his wife. But in 1895 he was arrested, accused precisely of homosexuality. His last two masterpieces, The Ballad of Reading Gaol and De Profundis, were inspired from the period of imprisonment. Undoubtedly, Wilde became famous thanks to his novel The Picture of Dorian Gray. Set in the Victorian London during the 19th century, it narrates the story of Dorian Gray, an unusually handsome young man. One day, Basil Hallward, painter and one of his friends, offered him a painting as a gift, which shows Dorian in the blush of his youth. At Basil's home, Dorian met Lord Henry Wotton, who through his particularly articulate speeches changed his life completely. After a long conversation with Wotton, Dorian began to see youth as something that is extremely important and panicked. He made a sort of deal with the devil. The burden of the years and sins would not have been shown on his face, but on the image of the painting. At a later time, he walked away from Basil, forging ever closer relations with Lord Henry. Meanwhile, the young man fell in love with an actress, Sybil Vane, a relationship that would have ended with the suicide of the girl. Dorian remarked the fact that the image in the painting not only ages, but also assumes strange grimaces every time he commits an unfair action. Consequently, he decided to hide it in his attic. Once in a while, he came back to taunt the painting that became uglier day by day and which made him becoming full of regrets until he decided to cut it, hoping that in this way he would break free from his evil life. The major difference between Wilde's masterpiece and the literary adaptation released in 2009 by Oliver Parker can be seen exactly in the last scene. In the movie, the secret is discovered by Wotton, who burns the painting, closing it in the same room with Dorian. However, in the book, Dorian is the one who destroys the painting. Also, the movie is the one which shows Dorian's suicide as a path to redemption, while in the book, the main character, by stabbing the canvas, wanted to kill his own conscience. Usually, the cinematographic language tends to simplify or even eliminate every single trace of deep introspection. For this reason, it is thought that the end of the movie chosen by Parker had to be an effective one. The movie ends showing an old Henry Wotton who came back in the basement and observes the painting, returned to its original form. Henry closes the door, but curiously an odd light can be seen coming from the eyes of the young Dorian Gray, as if to show that probably his soul is trapped in the painting. Even if the movie is different from the book, starting from the physical appearance that Dorian Gray has in the book, blonde, curly-haired and blue-eyed, while in the movie the main character, performed by Ben Barnes, is completely the opposite, until the last scene. The movie, full of turn-of events, is able to make the spectator to feel that he or she is in the movie. The message of this classic can be read as our impossibility to run from ourselves, as we will have to face our own soul.
I've done dreadful things, monstrous things, and there will be a price.
Do you remember when I first came to London?
You have the only two things worth having: looks and youth. The world is yours. I suggest we raise a little hell.
You're perfect.
This is not my true face. I never age. Never scar. What are you? I am what you made me.
What's your secret?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
How terrifying. What's in there?
Give me the key! I have seen my soul. And there will be a price.